Okay. Evidently our laptop we had last time is now obsolete. And so I was not able to show you as easily and did not think of it until it was too late what some of you have suggested on the Sherlock Holmes channel. I'm pretty sure last year for us to do gaming for you. We appreciate your voting, and we would like to let you know that things are slowly getting better. I am sure you know the news. If you do not, we can inform you, and but not my news. Anyways, we just won a war in Minecraft against a large army of pillagers. It took us about a week and an additional all-nighter to pull it off. So about 8 days worth or so. That's probably why I look kind of tired possibly right now. If there is anything else you would like me to do, other than gaming, or anything in specific that you would like me to do, then please let me know in the comments. That instead of being at the bottom underneath the recommended videos, it is now right underneath the description. But still, from your point of view, will still be down there. Hopefully that makes sense. Let's see. Oh, and dam in Michigan burst after a whole century of neglect and lack of proper maintenance, and change of management at least once. It has finally decided to show everybody right in making a 35-foot flood, and I am assuming a possible 35-foot high tsunami that soon turned into a flood. All, of course, going what then became downriver. So, that was not a good choice on their part. I have no idea how many casualties there were, if any. I have no idea how many people got hurt. I am assuming basically everybody at least got a little banged up to some degree. You know, like, at least some bumps and bruises, like some twisted ankles and stuff. Maybe some fractured wrists and stuff. At least from that. I have no idea how serious it got completely, considering the casualties. Anyone there that has a basement might as well not have one now until it's all cleaned out, because the first 35 feet above what used to be ground level is now water, so of course your basement is completely flooded to the ceiling, as one of the people interviewed by Daenerys basically said. And Al-Qaeda decided it was a good idea to attack one of our naval bases. It sent in one guy to do this, from what I understand. However, that seemed to be a mistake, and basically a laughable offense. Since if you're going to do something that's stupid, you have to keep in mind that if you want it to succeed, instead of just be a laughing stock offense, then, and please don't do this, you have to do something like the Viet Cong did. You know, in getting an extremely large army and, like, possibly attack at least at ground level. They probably have planes by now thanks to ISIS, so they could attack us from the air, theoretically, from the ground, probably from the ocean if they're lucky to decide on the sea, and underground as well, if they really wanted to have this more than laughable effect. By the way, that would also be a good way to take over Cairo, if we wanted to do the Crusades or something again. So, I'm not recommending we do anything violent or that anyone does. I'm just saying those are some options that I'm highly advising against doing at this point. Since, kind of like if you're a Jedi, you should only use your lightsaber as a last resort for everything, especially diplomacy fails and humanitarian aid efforts and education, and building and rebuilding efforts fail. Then that's when you do violence as a last resort. If everything has already failed. So, any other news? Let's see. I haven't been watching as much news lately. Oh, by the way, Oregon now has visitors from at least Texas, where COVID-19 cases are still rising, and also from Washington and from California at least. That's just what I noticed in my area in Oregon here. And so far, in my opinion, Oregon is handling it pretty good. For the most part, in my opinion, we should have waited, and although we could have done more, I would say we did pretty good. I would give us like maybe a B, possibly a B+ rating for how we handled this so far. Oregon, Washington, and California, all three of our states in the western United States seaboard have been held up even by President Donald Trump of the United States of America as examples for how everyone else should handle it, and have been praised for how well we have handled it so far during this coronavirus pandemic. That evidently has connections between Harvard University and Wuhan, China province. according to some reputable sources, and that is after it started with animals. So they believe it started with bats. Somehow they made it worse in Harvard, managed to keep it very controlled in that, and then it somehow ended up breaking loose in Wuhan, China, where it originally started. Some are pretty sure that the virus started back in at least November of 2019, possibly earlier. However, they cannot confirm or deny that at this time. And I'm pretty sure that's it for right now. Thanks for tuning in for this morning's broadcast, or, well, it's morning here, but morning, afternoon, evening, night, whatever time you are. For that broadcast, for whatever time you are watching this. And please make sure to like and subscribe to, if you want to, or at least share the word on both Sherlock Holmes channel and Sherlock Holmes channel 1. That's number 1, not the word 1. Thanks and have a good day.